This video provides instruction on repair and maintenance of the Masabi System Protector tube and shell cooler. When performing any type of work on a Masabi heat exchanger, always consult the appropriate service manual. Some tips to help you do professional work. 1. Read the service manual. 2. Work in a clean environment. 3. Make sure you have good lighting. 4. Call L&M Radiator customer service with questions. The Masabi System Protector provides a dependable safeguard for systems under constant operation. The System Protector protects equipment from cross-contaminating fluids. It provides an alert to any leaking seals. It has field repairable features. And it protects the environment. Like all Masabi heat exchangers, the System Protector has individual cooling tubes, in this case copper tubes, held in header plates with flexible rubber seals. 2 seals at each tube end absorb thermal and mechanical stresses. A collection chamber between the seals in each header is maintained at atmospheric pressure to isolate any fluid bypassing a seal, and by doing so, prevents cross-contamination. The collection chamber connects to external detection ports, where a standard sight gauge or optional electronic sensor can alert to any fluid bypassing the seals. System Protector coolers can be made in a variety of configurations of length and diameter for liquid-to-liquid or air heat exchange, required by mobile and in-plant equipment. Coolers can also be designed and built to retrofit and use customers' existing end caps and piping. Prior to beginning work on any Masabi heat exchanger, it should be cleaned inside and out. Use high-pressure hot water with or without soap. Before you disassemble the heat exchanger, note the location of the sight tube assemblies or sensors for reinstallation. Remove the sight tube assemblies. Remove both end tanks. Carefully remove and clean the old gasket off the tank ends and the header plates. Be careful not to scratch the sealing surfaces. Remove header plate retainer bolts. Install bolts with at least 3 inches of thread into the back-out holes and run them in so that they are tight against the shell flange. Once the back-out bolts are in contact with the end flange, remove the header plate from the end flange by turning the back-out bolts no more than 1/2 turn per bolt. The header plate must remain parallel to the end flange, or tube damage may occur. Some tubes may stay attached to the header and will have to be pushed out of their seals and back into the baffle assembly. Use the tube driver tool to accomplish this. Remove the second header in the same manner as the first. Push the tubes from the baffle assembly using the tube driver tool. Check the tube ends for any damage. Before removing the baffle assembly, note its orientation in the shell. It will have to go back into the shell in the same orientation. Now remove the baffle assembly. The assembly can only be removed from the end opposite the alignment block. Remove the header-to-end flange seal and clean the sealing surfaces, being careful not to mar them. Use the Masabi seal insertion and removal tool to remove all the seals from headers. Do not remove the alignment pin. Clean the tube ends to make sure they are free of foreign material. A buffing wheel can be used. Be careful not to mar the tube ends and wipe them clean when finished. Clean the assembly, tubes, shell, and baffle using a high-pressure wash. Dry them completely. If needed, clean the header plate holes with the Masabi hole cleaning brush in a drill. Run the brush through all the header plate holes at full RPM. Now clean the plates and holes with compressed air. Carefully install new seals into the clean headers. The wider seals go into the wider seal grooves, and the more narrow seals go into the inner seal grooves. Inspect the seals for proper seating in the grooves, and also for any debris that might prevent a good seal. Now lube the seals with the lubricant and brush specified in the System Protector service manual. Adequately lube the seals, but do not use excessive amounts. Lay both header plates down on a clean surface with the alignment pins facing up. Install the plastic assembly bullets into all the tube holes in both header plates. Tapered ends of bullets go into the holes first. Install new header-to-end flange seals into the header plate. Add a slight amount of assembly lube to hold the seal in place. Properly orientate and reinstall the baffle assembly into the shell. The short longitudinal baffle leg aligns with the alignment block on the inside of the shell. Install one header plate onto the end of the cooler. The header plate alignment pins go into the alignment holes in the shell flange. Install the header retainer bolts and torque as recommended in the System Protector Service Manual. Apply a light coat of assembly lube to the clean tube ends. From the open end of the cooler, install the tubes through the baffle assembly and into the attached header plate. Push the tubes through the seals until the tube shoulders bottom out on the header plate. This will push the plastic assembly bullets out of the header plate. Align the second header plate holes with the tubes and its alignment pins with the alignment holes of the shell flange. Pull the header plate in place with the header plate drawdown bolts. Do this uniformly by alternately tightening each bolt around the perimeter 1/2 turn at a time. Tighten until the header is tight to the shell. Remove the header plate drawdown bolts. Remove plastic assembly bullets. Install proper header retainer bolts and torque as recommended in the System Protector Service Manual. Inspect tube holes for remnants of torn rubber seals. If you find remnants, find the damaged seal and replace it. Because testing requires pressurizing the system protector, full face protection must be worn. To test the shell side, typically the oil side, follow the pressure cycle steps in the System Protector Service Manual. Only use fittings appropriate for the test procedure and apply pressure slowly. If a leak is detected, pressure should be released prior to repair. Start by installing shell side test plates. Install an appropriate length bolt and flat washer in all flange locations on both header plates to provide header to frame clamping. Then tighten. With the cooler under water and after residual bubbles are gone, begin the test sequence. Check for leaks at the detection ports and tube ends. If a leak is detected, repair as required. After any repair, restart the test at step 1. Continue until the cycle sequence is completed. After each test sequence, dry the detection chamber with compressed air. Remove the opposite detection port plug to aid in drying. To test the tube side, typically the water side, follow the pressure cycle steps in the System Protector Service Manual. Remove all flange bolts. Install appropriate test plates to both ends of the cooler using appropriate length bolts. End tanks may be used for this purpose. Install and torque all flange bolts to proper bolt specification. Begin the sequence of pressure cycles as stated in the System Protector Service Manual. Check for leaks at the detection port. At this point, if a leak is detected, it should be an outer LS seal. The cover plate may be removed and the detection port can be pressurized to 110 psi to determine which LS seal is leaking. Use soapy water to find the leak. Repair as required. After any repair, restart the test sequence at step 1 and continue until the sequence of pressure cycle tests has been completed. Remember to dry the detection chamber after testing. Dry it from the sight tube detection port by removing the plug opposite the sight tube. This completes the procedure for disassembly, reassembly, and testing of the Mesabi System Protector Tube and Shell Cooler. Remember, this video is not a substitute for information contained in service manuals. Manuals are available online at www.mesabi.com or by calling toll-free in the United States and Canada, 1-800-346-3500. Tools and parts can be ordered and shipped within 48 hours by calling the same toll-free number. MasterCard and Visa accepted.